So I've had a couple of major pivot points in my career. The first one was in 1995 while I was on a scholarship at the Australian Institute of Sport in Canberra playing netball. Now in that year I spent 10 weeks off the court with a knee injury. I then got back on the court and started not getting picked for the team. Now that really did suck, and it was the truth that I wasn't going to be good enough to play in that league as a netballer. The third thing that happened for me in that year is that I was actually labelled with having a very mild case of cerebral palsy on the right side of my body. Now I always knew I had something wrong for the 18 years prior to that, but I didn't really know what it was, and I didn't want people to know that there was something wrong with me, so I did an incredible job of trying to hide it so people didn't think that I was different. So being labelled having cerebral palsy meant that people knew that there was something wrong with me, and the coaches of athletes with a disability found out this news and told me that I was eligible to go to the next Paralympic Games. Now this was a definite pivot point for me. I could have easily just kept being a netballer and ignored this situation, or actually I spent time thinking about it and working out, is this the thing that I meant to be doing? And when I did do that, I realized that my values and goals were packaged differently, and the Paralympic Games was exactly what I needed in my life. I then went and competed in 3 Paralympic Games in the sport of athletics. I won gold at my first games in Atlanta in 100 and 200 metres, and in Sydney 2000 in front of a home crowd I was going for gold and wanting to win back-to-back gold medals, and I didn't. In fact, I won 2 silver and a bronze, and I didn't even run a personal best. So my next pivot point in my career was actually when I felt like I'd failed after the Sydney Paralympic Games. I spent a lot of time looking at my lead up into Sydney and had to make some significant changes and move into a different direction if I wanted to win gold again. Now that's exactly what happened. I went to the Athens Paralympic Games in 2004, and after 8 years of winning silver and many more silvers, I finally won a gold medal again, and it was the most incredible feeling. What has happened out of that though is the tools that I invested in over that 8-year period, I've now put together in a program called Alchemize. How do you turn your own silver into gold? I unpack 3 areas. I look at priority management, energy management, and mind management. And I'm really about helping power individuals, organizations, and teams best. I love to help people, and I love to equip people with the tools that can really drive their best today. So whatever crisis or whatever change we face tomorrow, we know we're not only going to survive, but we're also able to thrive.